Yo, YouTube is Anarchist of Darkness, also known as Circular 10 of Construct, and I'm here to do a video as WWE Black. And the subject today is the New Day. I am worried about the New Day. Now, if you guys, a little history, if you guys remember, I was doing a protest, and the protest stated is that until the WWE decided to stop being racist and actually have the hero in all of us, meaning all of us, people who look like me, display them as being heroes, display them the way you display the guys you call your top guys, your faces of your company, I will refuse to give them money. And to an extent, I have refused to give them money. I have not paid for the network. I have not bought any t-shirts, but the WWE had the New Day, a well-documented group who was not going to get over unless they did like the Nation of Domination, the ND thing, and they still did an ND thing. It's called the New Day, not Nation of Domination, right? They weren't going to get over unless they were fucking beasts, and that's what the crowd wanted. So instead, the WWE gave us the New Day, and that shit was going to die. And then they got themselves over. Fuck you, got themselves over. So what my wife did, because I was so happy about it, my wife went out and bought me a New Day t-shirt. It's back at home. Y'all have seen the videos. She bought a New Day t-shirt, and I'm considering buying some more New Day gear until I've seen how they're booking them. That's why I'm worried. They're booking them very... Okay, the New Day doesn't win at pay-per-views. Like, at all. Ever. Okay, and if they do win, and by win, I mean no fuck shit. Fuck shit is a third man getting involved. That's fuck shit. Cheating, that's fuck shit, right? The New Day has yet to win a match, a title match, straight up. I think they won one, at least to my knowledge. If I'm incorrect, correct me. The New Day have won one match where only two of them got involved. I mean, not two of them. There was only two of them there, and they won straight up. Nobody's help. They won, right? As a pair instead of a trio. Now, fuck shit. Those guys always do some fuck shit, and even as faces, they do some fuck shit. And I get that they're kind of tweeners because they talk trash, and they talk trash like heels. But they always do fuck shit. At some point in time, the New Age Outlaws were still winning as heels without help, without cheating. At some point, the New Age Outlaws were winning as faces without cheating. Sometimes it happened, sometimes it didn't. But my whole point is it never happens with New Day. The third man always gets involved, and it's not fun. That makes them look like they need all three to win. That makes them look weak. It makes them look weak. Now, it's not like they're Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens need Chris Jericho to win, consistently win, or Kevin Owens need Triple H to cheat for him to win a title. It's not like that, because when Kevin Owens is on his own and it's crunch time, Kevin Owens he's there. He hits you. He's not no straight up punk, but they make the New Day punks. They book them that way, and it's making them weak. And why I'm worried is because once they lose that title, once they beat that record, what's going to happen is eventually they're going to break. I feel like they're going to break up. And they're going to have to, because they've been together for almost 2 years. And they're not a tag team anymore. They're really a stable. They're just booked like a tag team. They're booked like a tag team, and it's not really selling it. All right, so I always use the Shield, because the Shield is the perfect example of this. By the end of Shield, we knew that every single one of those guys were going to be WWE champion one day. By the end of Shield, right? You look at New Day, the way they're booked. Because remember, it's the way they booked. It's not the way they act. Because remember, the DX were very comical. DX was very comical too. But Triple H one day ended up being champion, and Shawn Michaels had been champion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he already had been champion, right? Evolution. When Evolution was coming to an end, you knew that Batista and Randy Orton had already been champ. You already knew Batista and Randy Orton were midway through. You knew they were going to be champ. They were being groomed to be champ. The New Day, not at all. And it's because and all these excuses. Oh my God, it's because they act like kids and they're childish antics, all this other stuff. Culturally, I'm just going straight up. Culturally, we already know Xavier Woods is a nerd. We already know Kofi is the oldest one in the group. We know Big E is funny as fuck. We go to his Twitter. He's funny as fuck. He's like Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens more serious. Big E is like, I'm gonna cut you up with jokes a different way. It's a black thing. It really is a black thing. Black people are like that. We joan or we cut, we roast. Okay. If you know black people, you know we like to talk shit about each other. It's a survival tactic. I don't know. We just do that thing. It's a terrible one, but we do it. They brought who they are, their cultures, into their gimmicks and made it work. WWE was not going to allow that, was not going to write none of that in. They did it themselves. They're themselves. So whenever I hear somebody say, "Oh, they're too kiddie, they're too gimmicky, they're too this, they do that," they're not really over. Well, they get the biggest pop in the building, and for like a good 6 months, they were getting, before there was an AJ Styles and all these other people from the indie darlings came in, they were the ones getting the biggest pop. So that's why I'm worried about them. They book those guys like they can't win on their own. They book them that way. Now, we all been hearing about rumors about Big E getting pushed. We haven't really seen any evidence of it, right? And it's nuts. Kofi Kingston been putting in work for a very long time. I don't know what they're waiting for with Kofi. Originally the excuse was Kofi Kingston botched it too much, right? He has inexplicably cleaned that up. Inexplicably. Like, it's happened. He's cleaned that up, right? Oh, Kofi Kingston's, he's not actually Jamaican. That's going to be a problem. The crowd don't give a fuck, clearly. They don't give a fuck. Drake don't write his own lyrics, right? The audience doesn't give a fuck, right? And we just found out that Kofi Kingston can cut a promo. So what's holding Kofi Kingston or keeping Kofi Kingston from winning Money in Bank, cashing in, and becoming champion, even if it's for a month? Even if it's for a day. What's keeping that from happening? Because it can happen, right? Because that 540 kick doesn't really hurt. Well, we saw it knocked out Miz teeth, right? And we could say, oh, it's because he did that. No, let's be real. Worst have happened to other superstars, i.e., what's the name, doing those fucking buckle bombs to people, right? Anyway, point is, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Big E Langston, once they break up, I don't see it like how I see Shield. Shield, I knew every one of those guys would be champ. I didn't think Dean Ambrose would be, because I wasn't sure. I didn't understand Dean Ambrose until he actually broke out of it and he was crazy. And I was like, oh, I get it. He's a crazy guy. Cool. That's dope. But I knew all of them were gold. And while I see all three of New Day being gold, for some reason, a lot of these white folk, a lot of these WWE fans don't see it. Oh, they're too this, they're too that. You hear all these excuses. Well, at the end of the day, it's a story, and it's how you write the story, right? Is at the end of the day, at some point, Robin, doesn't matter how funny he is, Robin from DC Comics can beat Superman if you write it right. Right? That's all it is. It's a story. And if they write it right, and the way they're writing right now is very telling. You guys got yourselves over, but we don't really believe in you. Fuck you. If New Day had been 3 white guys, I'm almost positive all the money they're making them, all that mainstream exposure they're getting them, the WWE would be throwing the Universal title and the WWE Championships at them. You would have to prove to them that it would end the world for them to not do it. That's why I'm worried about New Day. I really hope that the WWE starts treating them better.